Do you feel that unless and until you have tried every possible way, you're not supposed to ask for help? Or that you only seek support when you're extremely broken and situation has gotten out of your hand and now you feel it is justified for you to seek an external help? If this sounds familiar, then what we are about to discuss will help you. Hi, I'm Avni, and today I want to discuss about why we see and consider help only as the last resort. For people who feel this way, somewhere along the way we learned that asking for help equals weakness or failure, and we were directly or indirectly taught that those who struggle in silence and get things done on their own are very strong, and people who are asking for help and needing help are weak and incapable of functioning on their own. It is quite common in men and women who are hyper independent, because somewhere we want to make it seem that we are very strong and we are capable of functioning on our own, which is fine, but this habit doesn't allow us to see when is it okay to seek support. Now, help doesn't mean that someone else has to do your job or that you have to be completely dependent on others all the time. What I mean by help is help in a form of guidance. Help could be in a form of emotional support or information to help you take better decisions. And help, as much as it is from people around you, could also mean seeking help from the higher wisdom or universe, God, whoever you believe in. That is also a kind of help that you can rely on. But that can only happen once you see help as a part of life and not something that you have to wait for until the situation, unless the situation is extremely, extremely bad. But we feel this pressing need to not ask for help because we are going to seem weak and incapable of functioning on our own. It is similar to how people hold themselves from asking questions in conversations, because we don't want to feel stupid or seem to have asked a silly question. But who cares? It is, in fact, if you could ask those questions, we will get more knowledgeable and don't have to pretend to know stuff when we don't. The truth is that seeking help is extremely normal, natural, and a very human side of us. And it can be a part of everyday life. It is like drinking water when you're thirsty or taking rest when you're feeling tired. It doesn't have to be an extraordinary situation for you to seek support. This applies especially to someone who's going through an internal turmoil. You do not have to test your limits to see how long you can drag yourself. It's probably emerging from the need to feel respected, to be seen as someone who's strong and who can handle himself or herself, but it is doing more damage than good. We test our limits and become the victims of our circumstances and feel that now that the situation is extremely, extremely tough, it is justified for me to go and seek that support. For some reason, we've attached this idea of taking help as something that we need to earn. Like, as long as I can try it on my own, I'm going to do it. We test our patience and limits and become victims of our circumstances and feel that now that the situation is extremely, extremely difficult, it is justified if I seek that external help. Whereas you could have gotten that help much earlier and did not have to wait for the situation to become this ugly. Deep down somewhere, we may have internalized a belief that unless and until we have tried every possible trial, we have not earned the right to ask for help. These beliefs could have come from our childhood, our past experiences, or even cultural conditioning. Alu le lo. Like, even in movies, we see that everything is going fine, and unless the main character breaks like anything and he's like tired of all trying all the possible ways and he's not able to get any outcome, and when he breaks down and when the situation becomes extremely ugly, that is when an external help comes, from universe, God, or in the form of some people. And we've somewhere also internalized these things in our subconscious mind. It could be a possibility that while you were struggling in the past, you weren't offered help unless the things got very bad, and therefore you subconsciously started believing that possibly this is the right way to do. But in all due honesty, the reality is absolutely opposite. Everyone functions on support and help with each other. Everyone is helping each other. It's you, whether you'd like to believe it or not, even you who is this hyper independent person doing everything on your own is also dependent on people in some or the other way. So you do not have to take this as a sense of pride. In fact, the strongest of the people in the world know when to lean on others. They also don't function on their own all the time. Your athletes, CEOs, artists, they are all dependent on, their coaches and teams to support them throughout their journey. So you don't have to be broken or an extremely weak person to do the same. Think about it this way: if someone were to ask for help, would you not? Then extend the same kindness to yourself as well. And try and look at it as a very normal, natural, everyday part of life. So remember, asking for help doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Now ask away, get that support from universe, from your people, from your friends who love you, and you extend the support and you extend the same support to them. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe and share this video with someone who needs this message today. Thank you.